Hello there. My name is Carlton, also known as Don Nuka. So, here is something that I personally do not like to do. We're all adults. I don't want to read to adults, but unfortunately, I gotta read to adults. Well, some of you are adults, some of you are not adults, but it doesn't matter. It's the reason why I'm dressed up today. I got my rings on. We're gonna be talking about Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. And if you know this channel, that's all I talk about on this channel is Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Something happened. We're going to be getting 4 new characters. I have the information on these 4 characters. I will not sit here and read every little piece of it. Because at my other job, we do presentations too. We don't read everything word for word. But I'm going to tell you what's important. First off, if you've played this game, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, you know for a fact that when you open it up and you saw the wolves, your first thought was, there's only one guy. There's wolves travel in packs. They're pack animals. They attack in a team. They go for the weakest. Remember that. They go for the weakest. Trainers often repeat themselves because trainers know that if you say it to a human more than one time, they'll probably remember. Because humans learn through memory and repetition. So, very first thing I'm going to say is Walker is extremely important to Tom Clancy's BreakPoint. And he's important because he's the bad guy. He's the person everybody's going after. You have to go after him and that ginormous revolver he's holding. That thing is huge. But I'm like, okay, so how do you get a dead guy into this game? But you gotta also remember that everybody in Black Arrow from Splinter Cell Conviction, all those guys are dead, but they brought him back. And this is how the game is going to continue to bring back a little bit more energy into the entire game itself, is because in this universe, they have the ability to just pull in characters that exist and no longer exist. Therefore, we are getting Reed. I'm surprised we don't have Lambert, but we're getting Reed. We're getting all those guys from the Black Arrows. And it's the reason why I actually stopped and played Conviction, because I was like, I don't remember Jeremy. I don't remember Ramirez, or whatever that dude's name was. I don't remember these guys. But as I play the game, I'm like, oh, that guy. I remember taking that guy. So never mind that. Let's do this here. This should not be a 20-minute video. One sip. So the very first person we're going to talk about is Walker himself. We're going to talk about their abilities. Walker has the ability of having no mercy. Now, he uses that very large revolver that I was talking about, and he fires a single shot with his sidearm at the enemy with the lowest health percentage. In other words, he's acting like a real wolf. He's attacking the weak one. When you're in a wolf pack and you're trying to eat, you want to attack the weakest one. You're not going to attack the bull, because the bull will probably wound you or hurt you or whatever. I keep looking over there because we got high winds today. I got a lot of trees around my house. A lot. Anyway, at the same time, he's dealing 210% ability damage to them. 210%. Now, you know what? There's more stuff here. We can stop right there because this is not about Walker. This is about the other guys. Because 1 is the loneliest number. Look at that. You see what I see? That's a lonely number. We're going to get 4 other people there. So the first person, and these guys have really strange names. And take in mind that if you have played Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, BreakPoint, you will notice that these guys use scale technology a lot. They all have funky helmets. They all have some type of drone-like gear, because this is a very high-tech. Think of Apple going into drone and all types of technologies to help mankind. Scary. That's what these guys are using. They're using the military applied knowledge of this drone technology. So everything that they built for defense and offense, they're using against you. And some of these skills may be very useful if you want to be like me. I found that this little lady here and Kelso work very well together because that little lady will keep Kelso and other people on the team alive. Kelso will go over there with her little fireflies and just let them off. Well, she's a little bit more aggressive than that, but never mind. And then we have Doc, who's healing. See, I have my own little synergy to make everything work. There's a possibility that one or more of these wolves will assist you in the exact same way. So let's talk about Silverback. That's a weird name. Because when I think of Silverback, I think of a gorilla. You know, the Silverback gorillas. They're like, those guys are like tough. Anyway, Silverback. He has a nose cover and he's got these funky goggles. They're not even goggles. He uses an SMG, which is interesting. But he has stealth hunter ability. Now, launches a stealth explosive drone at the current target. On arrival, the taunts taunts you. It's like, hey, oh, you know what? I'm going to use my little buddy Sam Fisher here. It's like, hey. It taunts the target and enemies currently targeting Silverback for 4 seconds. So for 4 seconds, I'm over here taunting Sam. 4 seconds. Then explodes in a large radius. So Sam gets taken, he gets a hit. What's her name? Anna, she gets a hit. Castell, he gets a hit too. I always mispronounce his name. And even my buddy Brick, he gets a hit. It's probably more than what it's supposed to be, but that's okay. And that's what it does. And he's going to hit them with 50% of ability power. Damaging them 50% of ability power. That's not bad. That's a useful thing. If you are fighting a group of people that's in a group and they're tightly confined, that's a good skill to have. I like that. I like that a lot. He's also featured with a very large drone next to him. So the next one is going to be, oh my God, this name, Yellow Leg. That's called jaundice, people. If your leg is yellow, if any body part of yours is yellow, you got jaundice. Okay. Look it up. You don't want jaundice. So this one here, this reminds me of those ladies that throw the knives, but his is called Knives Circle. Take him out. I have not seen this in action yet. I just know about it. He's using stealth. He's going to appear behind the target, unleashing a fury of knife attacks in a large radius, causing all enemies hit to bleed for 170 ability power for 6 seconds. There's a range of people that do that. They kind of disappear on one side of the screen and jump up on the other side of the screen. And he is going to have one of those abilities. I've seen something similar to this here, but not exactly the same way. That's a lot of damage. I like that. I like that a lot. Will I use him on my team? Nope. That's not what I want on my team. Currently, I am not using anyone that jumps like that. So the next thing is, I love this name here. Rosebud. You have to be a person who likes old movies to get that one. Rosebud. His name is Rosebud. This guy has some awesome goggles. I mean, my Splinter Cell goggles ain't got nothing on this guy here. So his ability is Tracker Drone. Uses a tracker drone to mark the enemy with the lowest max health. In other words, just like wolves again, he's attacking the person with the lowest max health. Rosebud and 2 allies with the highest weapon power synchronize, fire, and target for 6 seconds with 20% critical chance. Math people who love math, you do the numbers. That 20% can start adding up if you got another buddy who's over here doing 170% on something else. And then you got my man Walker over here with 210. Boom, 210. Boom. It's bad for the other side. Okay, next thing is Flycatcher. I'm not gonna, no words for that. Okay, so his ability is Drone Swarm. Sends out a swarm of drones to shield all allies for 40% ability power. As allies fire, they charge their drones. So it's really supporting other guys who have drones. In other words, it's the scale technology talking to each other to, beef each other up, because all these guys are using some kind of drones. After 5 seconds, it discharges, reapplying a shield for 25% damage dealt by their allies during this time. So this was a little bit more complex, but you're sending out the shield, you're protecting your guys, and you're gonna reapply the shield after the whole. This one is a little bit more complex. I don't know. I need to see this one in action. I just don't know about this one here. But who I do know about, who was that I liked? You know who I'm interested in seeing? Rosebud. I think that is a person who is... he's a sniper. It changes my mind. Oh, man. Why'd you have to be a sniper, Rosebud? You know what? We just have to see. We just have to see these guys in action. We'll have to see how they actually do that thing, what that thing is. But I think the best thing to say is Walker will no longer be one. One is the loneliest number. It really is. And now that he's going to have a team with him, 4 more people, that's 400% more. I don't know if that math is good, but it's 400% more than before. I can also say this here. We will have exactly 100 characters when this gets updated. These are the new people. You've seen the calendar. If not, there it is right there. You are expected to get more characters in your lineup, which means my numbers are going to be messed up. So I will now be 93 characters out of 100 instead of 93 out of 96. That's gonna. You know what? It doesn't matter. More people, more fun, more diversity, more ways to cause havoc. That is my introduction to the new Wolves that is coming out. Yes, I did have to read for you. I did have a little bit of fun. Please subscribe. 22 is not enough. I want 1,000 people subscribing to this channel. I can't go live unless I have 1,000 people. It'll be nice if I could go live and do this here. We can crush souls together as one. This is Don Nuka. I am out of here. I have to get back into what I was doing. I've been experimenting with other Splinter Cell games. I will adjust this here. I'm gonna sew this piece here up there, something like that. There we go. Oh, this is good. Yeah, that's good. Where's my controller?